Hi guys, and welcome to MDAS operator calculator that developed using C#. So let me show you guys how this works. I'm going to clear. No, I don't want to clear. Yes, I do want to clear. And let's enter some value in there that I would like to take care of. Subtract. There we go. Addition, division, multiplication, modulus. Okay, and clear. Let's assume we don't want to clear. Click on that. If you want to clear it. Enter invalid data in there. Compute. No, it's not going to accept that because input string was not in the correct format. There. Now let's enter correct format, or let's say we enter invalid format. There, we still have the same problem. So start it all over. There we go. Divide. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to take you guys straight into C# development environment, and we'll put one of these together. So let's do that now, guys. Hi guys, and welcome to C# tutorial of how to create simple arithmetic operator tutorial. I'm going to start by clicking on create new, and we select Windows Forms Application.NET Framework, and let's click on next. Let's give our project name. Just going to call that CS MDAS M. Okay, let's click on create. Now our development environment is ready. I'm going to add the following components. Let's go straight to tools. Unfortunately, my tools is not here, so I'm going to go straight to Windows, and all I just need to do is to reset window layout. Click on yes, and the tools should appear here. There we go. That's the tools. I need the following components. We need button. I need radio buttons as well. Let's come right down here. There we go. Just double click on it, and a label and a text box. There, that is it. I've got hold of all the components I need. Let's move the text box here and the label here as well. Then the buttons here. Now let's increase the font size of every single component here. Select it all, come straight here and look for font. There we go. I'm going to make the font a little bit readable. Let's make that about 24. There we go. I think that will do. So let's move this here and this here. So the radio buttons, let's change them as follows. Grab these buttons. Alright, select it all, hold on to your control, click and drag. We have 2, we have 3, and we need one more radio button. 2 more. Let's go for 2 more radio buttons. There we go. Right, and our buttons are right here, 1, 2, and 3. So these labels, let's give them all a name. So we can change the name of that very one to interface number. Come right down here. The text content on it actually will be enter first value, and the second one, repeat the same thing, enter second value. There, let's correct this, and this will be results. There we go. So these buttons, that would be exit, and we change the variable name of that very button to btn exit. There. The next one is going to be btn clear, and content, let me change it to clear, bring it down, clear, and this is going to be compute. Okay, oh, let's change it to calculate. There we go. And the name will be btn calculate as well. btn calculate. There we go. That's it. All done. But we need some rooms in here. But before then, let's take care of this one. This is going to be RB. Let's call that add. So the text content on it, I'm just going to make that addition, and followed by subtraction, and the name is going to be, let's just call it RB sub. We have here, we make that division, RB Dave, and in here we change that to division, followed by, let's go for multiplication, and the text content on this, I'm just going to call it the variable name, I'll call it RB mult. There. And finally this variable, I'm going to change that to RB mode, and this is going to be known as modulus. There we go. All done. So let's rearrange it all, bring these buttons here so that we have enough room for those text boxes. Move those text boxes here so that we can see it all properly, and these buttons, just drag them that much and reduce the size of this. There we go. That is it, all done. So the next thing we want to do now is, since every one of our components has a name apart from this text box, let's give this text box a name. That would be txt enter 1. Okay, txt enter 1, or enter first. And the second one is going to be txt enter second. And this very one here is going to be txt display. There, or result. There we go. They all have a name now. So first of all, let's start by creating the calculation. Double click on calculate. Right in here, I'm going to declare a global variable here. So let's say double. I'm going to make that double. And I'll call this first number, second number, and finally I'm going to call this one result. There we go, enter semicolon there. So the three variables that I've declared here, I'm just going to grab them and let's make use of them inside the button procedural area here. Alright, the first number, that is going to be, you have to convert it because the content in the text box are of string characters, so I'm going to convert that to double. So let's say txt enter first dot text, and right there enter semicolon. The next one is going to be convert txt, enter second dot text there, and the result goes in here. So the result will be first number plus second number. That will be for the addition. So that's very easy. And finally, we also want LDL. Oh no, it's a txt. Txt result dot text, that will be equals. We now also need to convert dot to string. And what are we converting dot to string? That is the result, because it only takes in, or whatever is entered in there is recognized as string character. Now the whole operation for the calculation is taken care of, but who is going to execute this? First of all, let's start by entering try. What the try will do is just to take care of whatever error that might occur, something like you entering characters. So let's say try catch exception. I'm going to call that EX, and right underneath here let's enter curly braces. I'm going to grab those, dump them in there. Now here let's use an if statement to determine the selection made. If RB add dot checked is equals true, enter curly braces there. So what I want the system to do is, let's grab hold of all of these. I'm going to move them here. Equals true. I want the following to happen, but this one I want it to be used in a global format. So let's dump it right here. There. So that means first number plus second number, whatever you enter up here. Let's give that a bit of room so that you guys can see it. Whatever value that is entered in here is added and result is displayed in here, and that is if this is selected. However, if unwanted character or data is entered, we want message box to take care of that. Message box dot show, and let the system defaultly tells you what you have done wrong. Dot message, that displays the message, and that is it for the addition. Let's try this addition out. I'm going to click on start. Alright, so come in here, let's just enter some value in there, and if I click on calculate, nothing will happen because I must select an option. So select that and come right in here. There we go, that's fine. So clear that. Now let's take care of the other operators. I'm going to grab this and come right down here. The next one I'm going to use else if it's sub, change that to subtraction, then enter subtraction there. Now let's take care of the multiplication. If it's multiplication, we change that to multiplication, and this one must be called mult. Okay, take care of the other two. We have division, and change the operator to division, and finally we have modulus. I think that one is called mode, and change this to percentage. That is it, all done. So take a good look at the lines of codes. take it from here where I have the try and bring it up to here. Then let's take that up so that you guys can see it. That's it for the other operators. And where I've included the cache statement there. So let's run it now. Run. Okay, click on add, enter whatever value in there. We can add and we can subtract, divide, multiply, and modulus. There we go. Yeah, this modulus seems to be similar to this. Let's see, let's change this to about 78. Select modulus and let's see the remainder is 11. That is correct. So let's take care of clear and exit. Now for the clear, I'm going to double click on clear. And now first of all, let's declare what is known as a dialog result. I'm just going to call that clear. So the reason why I'm doing this is so that the system will ask you to confirm if you really want to clear your content. So I'm going to say clear equals message box. So in there we just say confirm if you want to clear. So confirm if you want to clear. There. Now that will be my first argument. Second argument, I'm just going to make that the title. Let's just call that calculate. MDAS. Then the second argument, that is going to be message box buttons dot. I'm going to make that yes or no. So let's press enter here so that we have enough room. And the fourth argument, that is going to be, let's use message box icon dot, let's say information, and here enter semicolon. Done. So let's use an if statement to validate the selection made. If clear equals dialog results dot yes. Then we want to clear as follows. This should be equals equals. We want to clear as follows. So let's clear the whole component here. txt dot text equals clear. Repeat the same thing for the other two, and I'm going to reset the radio buttons as well. txt second paste, txt then result paste. Now each of the rb dots, that will become false. There we go. Copy that, come right down here, rb division there, rb sub there, rb mode paste. Then we have rb multiply. There we go. So that takes care of the clear. So I'm going to run it now. Run. So we enter values in here, and I'm just going to enter whatever in here. Click on calculate. You see that is the purpose, that's the whole idea of the try catch. So if the try catch say okay, I want it to also clear it, but it doesn't clear it, so I will need to take care of that. So hit on clear. No, I don't want to clear. Yes, I do want to clear. That is fine. So whenever we enter invalid data. So we want this system to actually clear it. So let's come down here. You see, this is the message box that display the invalid data that is entered, this very one. So if I click on OK, all of this should clear whatever content you enter. So that takes care of that. So have a good look at it again. And that is inside the calculate. So we bring it down. So take a good look at it from up there, bring it right down and down, and there we go. So let's try it one more time before we take care of the exit. Alright, enter valid data in there, multiply, that is fine. Enter invalid there, click on that, it's invalid. There we go, it's cleared. Okay, let's check out our clear button. No, I don't want to clear. Yes, I do. Now enter valid data there. There, clear. Yes. Exit is not working, so let's take care of the exit. Let's double click on clear. The lines of code for clear is kind of like similar to exit anyway. We can use it in exit, I mean. So let's go into exit, double click on exit, paste those lines of codes in there. I will now delete every single content in here and just change it to application dot exit. There we go. That is the code for exit, and this we just prompt the user to confirm if they want to exit or not. So let's just say exit in here and change the variable name to I quit. Right, so all of these variable names here has to be changed to I quit, and that takes care of exit. Confirm if you want to exit. Okay, so I'm going to come in here now, run. Enter whatever in there. Error, clear. Enter the right value in there. Now let's divide. There we go. Clear. Yes. Exit, no. Exit, yes. And that is how you create your own arithmetic operator system using that is multiply, division, addition, subtraction, and I added modulus. So with that, guys, I'm going to say bye for now. You all have a nice day.